Hey guys, back here with another video. So today I'm just gonna go over a quick update in my current 2018 Civic LX. So here I'm just trying to go over what I did cosmetically to the exterior. So if you look down here, I added some reflective red tape over here as well, so at nighttime people can see more clearly into my car. Also the red classic red emblem. And also on the side you can see, also here I added a little bit of those red strip, sorry for that dirtiness. Also the bottom as well, added really thin layer strip. And if we take a look back here, you can also see I added the same emblem back here, of course, and also the same strip back here. And that's pretty much what I. Hey guys, now we're inside my car. I don't have like a mount, so this is the best view I'm gonna get. Sorry if anyone don't want to see me this up close. And also I'm sorry for the air vent noise. If you guys is it blocking your noise, because it's kind of hot in Toronto right now. It's 34 Celsius, so I need to blast the AC or I'm gonna die in here. So anyways, to start this quick, before we drive, I want to do a quick shout out to one of my subscriber, and he is the one that wanted this update actually, and he has a couple questions. I just want to quickly go over them, and I can also talk while we drive. So the first thing is he asked about like the owning the how much this car costs to own and etc. So let me just give you a brief description. This car actually costs more for me to insurance than my old Mustang. So that's give you an idea how expensive Civic insurance is in Toronto. That's just a heads up. Also, insurance greatly will affect the prices depending where you live in Toronto. Even in Toronto, there's like suburbs or where you live up north, the price might change. So that's pretty much about the insurance, and depends you're male or female and what age you're. Also, to own a Civic also is not that expensive to own, because a lot of parts, a lot of cheap repair and oil change, everything is so cheap. So I mean, it's an amazing car for anyone just getting their first car or just learning how to drive manual. Consider how easy it is to drive the manual. I've been driving this car for about 37,000 kilometers. So I'm in Canada, so we use kilometers instead of miles. I don't know that in miles, so sorry for that. I'll convert it quickly up their numbers. So yeah, I learned a quick bit about it is the shift knob definitely got a little bit more less stiff in first, second, and third, fourth gear, because I've been using it all the time. And also the clutch is really forgiving. Like, I stalled once and I don't even realize I stalled because it's so quiet, like, and it's so forgiving. And I think that's one of the best part about this car. And also brake hold, that's one of the best feature for any beginner to learn. Also 0 to 60, I'm not really into that anymore, because I used to have like Mustang and 86 as well, FRS, if anyone, or BRZ, anyone didn't know. But I would say roughly high 7 seconds or low 8 seconds. That's pretty much rough estimate I see online, and from what I felt, yeah, that's about right, honestly. And for Uber, that question, honestly, any car can be an Uber certified. I'm not sure like how the policy is in other part of the states or Canada, but for where I am, as long as a 4-door or 5-door coupe, I'm not coupe, sorry, a sedan, you can do it. I used to have like a subcompact Kia Rio 2016, and it's fine. And also gas, I'm gonna show like a screenshot up there, like right here actually, and you guys can get a feel of my testing. So what I did was a trip B 10 kilometer and trip B again in 10 kilometers, and drive the same stretch of road to get how much the difference in kilometers. So I'm averaging right now 7.5 liter for after driving 37,000 kilometers. So that's a pretty damn good. That's a mixed driving, local and highway. So keep that in mind. In my short testing, I found that with eco on and non-eco on doesn't really affect you that much at all, honestly, because for me, I don't really like econ mode because it kind of limits your rev. So if you push a little bit more gas, it won't give it to you like as a non-eco mode, because that's how they try to save gas. And also, one thing quick to note is because they try to save gas, when you click econ mode on, your AC, and I don't know if it's just AC or just this car, but when you push it on, the AC automatically reduce about 20% from what I heard, well, at least from what I feel. It does decrease your AC airflow to save gas, so that's not good as well in a hot summer day. So that's two things that changes. It changes the throttle and also the AC. But for me, I think it used more gas, as you can see. I average about 9 point something in econ mode, because I was having a hard time accelerating, getting to 60 kilometers per hour, because it was an uphill. And also, I went up with non-econ mode. It went up the hill just fine. So for me personally, I would just leave it non-econ mode off, because honestly, you drive a manual anyway, so there's no point of really using it, other than maybe in winter you want to limit your slip. Guess winter you just want to drive slower. Anyways, enough talking, let's get to driving. Sorry for the sunlight, it's pretty sunny out here. So as you can see, like, I don't really have any bad thing to say about this car per se, because to me this is my first manual car, so I'm gonna automatically love this car. Also, Civics, back before I own any kind of Civic, I used to be a Civic hater. I know I used to be a Honda and Civic hater, because I'm like, everyone drive this car, why do I want this car, what make this car so good? And after driving one of these cars, I realized what the hype is. Like, a Civic is actually really damn good for their value. For example, I mean, this is the LX. This is a second lowest trim in Canada. In US, I think that's the lowest trim. But I got Android Auto, an 8.8-inch touchscreen. I mean, I have heated seats, an automatic single zone. I mean, I got this 21K. That's it, with manual. So you have to realize how cheap this car you can get it for. And where I'm at, everyone drives a Civic, and I kind of understand why. Oh, that's my good sunglasses. I understand why everyone wants to drive a Civic, and because and one thing I'm pretty amazed about is the comfort. This car has really small tire, because I didn't get the higher model. The ride quality in this car is pretty damn good compared to a subcompact. And like, subcompact is cheap, but for example, if I have to choose between a fully loaded subcompact, which I got, versus a low trim or base model of a compact car, I would definitely choose a compact car. You get so much more space, like insane amount of space. Consider how fat car got bigger, compact. They should be really called like I suppose mid-size sedan, because honestly, that's what it felt like. If anyone know the recent updated Jetta, holy, it's huge. Honestly, it looked bigger than the Passat, which is their mid-size sedan, and that's pretty damn incredible. And I would honestly choose that over this, maybe because it came out before that. I'm not sure how the manual works in that car. Anyways, if anyone is curious about 2017 Golf, not R, just the standard basic Golf. My friend has a Golf and it's a manual. I could probably do a quick impression or review on that car to compare to the Civic. If anyone's cross shopping, I'm pretty sure that car and this car is the same buyer, because they're roughly the same price, like sub 20K ish, and they're relatively two of the best subcompact that still offer, compacts still offer a manual. I'm not sure Hyundai. Okay, Hyundai offers. Hyundai is a good value as well. Kia too, but I'm pretty sure like most people just stick to these two. Jetta's okay. I mean, these two companies have been around much longer than Hyundai and Kia. at least in Canada. Like, I'm not saying it's not been out here long enough. Okay, just a quick drive. The pickup is pretty good in this car. After 4 or 5k RPM, it does have a bit of power, but in the day like this where I have to max out my AC to drive this car, it does lack a little bit of power. It does lack a bit of power, honestly. That's because like I drove like a Mustang and like sportier cars, so I can't really compare directly like that. But also the handling, this car still amazed me how good this handles. It feels so flat. That's almost like every Honda I drove in my life, like my friend's car and stuff. It always feels so planted, which is, it's crazy to think about it. If you really think about it, it's a Civic. It's not even the SI or the Type R. Even the regular Civic, tight steering, sorry. And also, it has really quick throttle. The brakes are good. I mean, this car is all around pretty balanced. I would say this is the most sportiest non-sport car. So I just want to talk about a little about the stereo speakers. I think this car has 6 or 8. I'm not quite sure, but one thing I do love about the Civic speakers is you normally when cars have speakers in the back, they put it on the side of the door, but this, it doesn't. It's right behind where the person's sitting, so it's right behind their head. So when it plays music and the bass and stuff, it sounds much better than it is because it's so close to your ears. So that's one thing I like about it. Overall, the speaker, it's actually pretty damn amazing. I mean, not mind-blowing, like we're not talking about like BMW or like any German car speaker with 1620, insane amount of speakers. To finish this video, I just want to say everything's pretty amazing about this car, honestly. My first 3.5 impression, 35,000 kilometers in this car, I have to give this car like a thumbs up. For anyone's looking for like a first car in college or anything, actually, you just don't want like you just want a basic car that does everything well, and it's not too expensive to own, to maintenance, and it probably lasts you like insane. You can probably give this one to your son if you really wanted it. I would definitely go for the Honda SI. I mean, not Honda SI, Honda, any Honda model, honestly. And for anyone that want a little bit more sporty, you can get SI. If you want a little bit even more sportier, Type R. And that's why they made these models, so anyone can enjoy a Civic. And that's it. And thank you for watching my video. If anyone have more questions, please leave a comment down below. And if you want to see a future video about the Volkswagen Golf basic manual as well, leave it down below and like my video. And please remember to sub. I'll do my weekly video once a week. And okay, thank you so much. See you guys.